And this is a milky type of a fungi, and yeah, I accidentally knocked it. I didn't see it. I bumped it. And as you can see, it has a it lactates when you cut it. See right here on the bottom? I think it's, see how it, if you score it, it will bleed milk. See it? See it bleeding? And I will put the correct name of it up here. I just call this a lactating, dang it. I think this is the peppery one. I can't remember exactly. Like I said, they have 3 or 4 names for different of the fungi around that grow around here, and I just call this the milky. But it does bleed, and I consider this actually being in one of the families with the some of the chanterelles, because they grow about the same time. I wish I could get my camera to work right. Get some good footage of this. Okay, see how it's bleeding right there? But it's not bleeding, we just call that milking, lactation here, lactate. But what I'll do is I'll put the correct name up in here. And from what I understand, these are edible. They're just kind of a little bit, they're different. Just from the fact because I don't hardly ever see these very often. They grow in moss, as you can tell. Kind of like what we do with the morels. The morels and these grow similar. Here's the environment. I don't see any more. But we'll keep looking. But as you can see, we got our friend, the Lacterius and Pycnoporus cinnaberinus. I don't see any other ones. There's one other variety. Yeah, I don't recommend eating the Pycnoporus. It's not very good, but I just wanted to put this up for you guys, gals out there. I don't know if my camera's, I guess it's, there it goes. I want to show you what it looks like, but I'll post the correct name. I'm in central Missouri. It's the last week of August. We've just had a series of rains. I waited too long. I'm about 2 days out of it, 2 days behind. So you need to be somewhere like down in here where there's moss. You'll probably still find some, even though after the rains have swept through here. And if you see these sterias, they're dried out a little bit, you probably are a little late. That's what I've been noticing. I was like, okay, if these are crunchy when you flip them like that, more than likely you won't get much of these. Okay, because I didn't find any chanterelles. I only got 1 pound this year so far. Like I said, I'm missing my my cue. I was like, well, I should have went over yesterday, but I didn't do it. So I will go ahead and yeah, I can't get my, I guess my camera's not working anymore. The appropriate nomenclature for this, but I just call this the lactating that's what I call it, just the lactating mushroom. It's got a scientific name. I got it here in my PDF thing. I'll have to crack that open if you give me a minute, and I'll add that when I post this. But I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like here in Missouri. It's posted if you use the conservation department's, here we go, the conservation department's website, or any of the books that go with that. There's a companion guide. I think they charge $15 for that. But most folks would go and take the class at the Missouri Department of Conservation for identifying these kinds of mushrooms and stuff, because they think you're going to get, and then they want to give you a license so you can sell them commercially. They think that you're supposed to come out here and pick these to sell. That's why you're picking shrooms, because you're going to sell them on the side of the road. You know what? I don't do that. See, we're doing something called foraging, which is a natural right of man. And when I say man, that includes, well, that includes women too. Well, man with womb, woman. So, there you go. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to keep this one. But it's a lactating milky. It's probably going to be a little on the peppery side, because it's defensive. See how fast it Come on, man. There we go, I guess. Alright, so I just wanted to show that one so we can identify it correctly. I've eaten these a few times. They are a little on the peppery side. Just make sure you positively identify all plants. And I usually stay away from the word medicinal, because when you start using things for medicinal, they're going to think that you're going to have to go, you're going to have to get a license, and, you have to go to medical school, learn how to get a bottle of whiskey, a butcher knife, some fancy lights, and go home with something missing or something that's been rammed somewhere it's not supposed to be. That's medical. This is actually what we're participating in, is foraging, and it's a natural right of man. Right? Foraging. I never say hunting. I never say medical. I think we need to go over that. So this is basically listed as an herb. It's a plant, and I'm foraging in the forest, right, for food. And we're going to have some fun. So this is a milky. It's edible. It's peppery. And see how fast that, look at that, it turns into latex. See how fast that healed up? That's cool. But a lot of your shrooms have, good qualities to help you, secret powers. No, there you go. And then you're going to start creeping people out with quack mythology and stuff. But that's okay. This is a plant, technically. All right, most people won't say that. They want to argue. But it's basically a plant. It grows like a plant. It has seasons. It just doesn't last long. It's got microrhizomes, just like plants. Okay? It grows in the moss. You just seen where we got it. So I gotta figure out what's wrong with my camera. But yeah, I just wanted to show this to you. But yeah, I've eaten these a few times. They're peppery. It milks. Like I said, it's latex is what we call that. But there's what it looks like on top. Alright.